Hey everyone, we're live. End of game one. Hurricanes, Capitals could go to overtime. We'll see what happens here. Got 2 minutes left. All right. So Protoss with the goal for the Caps. Stankoven with the goal for the Hurricanes in this third period. Face off in the zone. Another quick whistle. Is it a penalty? Oh my goodness. Aho just got high sticked. Oh my. Capitals are gonna get a penalty with 2 minutes left in the third. What a disaster. What a disaster. Well, we're gonna have to watch that back, but high stick is a high stick. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining. A lot of people in the chat. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull the highlight here. So let's see the highlight here. Yeah, right there. Wow. This is crazy. All right. Caps cleared off the face-off. All right, let's share this out. All right, sorry guys. Let me get chat up. We got 50 already in the chat. Thanks, guys. Yeah, these shots are crazy. Like 31-13 for the Hurricanes. Sorry. Yo, Seth Jarvis, man, he's nasty. What's up, Patrick? What's up, Heather? Yeah, drop some comments now, guys. I'm seeing all the comments now. Here we go. What's up, Carzy? What's up? All right, last minute of play in this third period. Are we going to get an overtime? OT streams are always the best. Let's see. What's up, Sally? What's up, Bruins fan? We got a whistle. Oh, a big scrum behind the net. Oh, Seth Jarvis and Matt Roy having a great old hug. There we go. Look, chaos. They're getting into it. Eagles, I'm not really rooting for anyone in this series. Just a good series, hopefully. I'd be down for game 7. All right. Yeah, if you guys want to share the stream on YouTube, I appreciate it. Yeah, Heather, that Leafs-Panthers game last night was crazy. I was in the building. Nuts. Yeah, Bruins fan, I talked about the hit last night. If you guys want to go watch that video, I know a lot of people are probably going to ask me about it, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself probably, so yeah, the video last night's only like 4 minutes, so I go over all of it. Long story short, player safety is a joke. Moz says, is it just me or does Carolina look kind of good this year? That's why I switched my pick, guys. That's why I switched my pick. Because I was watching how they were playing in the first round, and I know the Devils were short big time. But still. Even without Jack Hughes, the Devils are a good team. We got 100 in the chat. Thanks for joining, guys. I know, like, I didn't make an announcement about this one. I wanted to see how the game went. Walker dumping it in. 35 left in the third period. 27 left on the Hurricanes power play. And the Caps clear it. Hey, Hatterade, I'm all right. Hanging in. You guys can hear all right? What's up, Najee? Oh my God, Tom Wilson steals it. I thought he was going to try to go for a shorthanded chance, but he dumps it in. 5 seconds left in the third. Anderson out of the net to play it. And that's going to be it for the third period. We're going to overtime. There you go. Let's get some OT hype in the chat. Woohoo! It's going to be a good one. All right, now I can actually get to the chat here. All right. So I don't even know what they're going to do with the Oilers Golden Knights game, because they were talking about because it's the same broadcast, they have to be delayed. But no, they're obviously going to play it now. Blake, I'll be watching the Edmonton game. Yeah, as we wait for this overtime, we can watch the start of that game if it starts. Yeah, Kyle, I think this series could go to 7 for sure. But thanks to the 90 people in here. What's up, Winslow? What's up, Spencer? Is it on 360? Evan, what's going on? You want to go to bed? I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, if you could smash that like, let's try to get 100. Nasty says hot take. You go into the Edmonton. Are you going to do the Edmonton game? Nah, Nasty, I'm not going to do the late one. No, it's just tough on the schedule. I mean, later in the series, if Edmonton Vegas goes far, like games 5, 6, 7, then I'll probably stream for those games, but yeah, definitely not. Like I'm gonna be in Central Time Zone next week, so that 1 hour helps big time, even if it's just 1 hour. But yeah, we'll see. Well, Heather, this game's going overtime. The Hurricanes could win this, so we'll see. I don't think the Caps are gonna win in 5 here. I could be wrong, but I think if the Caps win, it's gonna be a late series. I think if anything, the Hurricanes could make it a, well, I don't know. 6 games, I feel like, is a fair shout. Yeah, but, yeah, ESPN, we'll see how they balance this broadcast, kind of jumping back and forth. I think puck drop was scheduled for 9:50 for Oilers Golden Knights, so if that's the case, puck drop should be any minute. Yeah, Andrew, I'm all right. Tired, but watching some good hockey. Winslow says this is definitely going 6 or 7 unless the Caps find it another gear. Winslow, good to see you in the chat. Yeah, Caps, I mean, I was a toss-up for me on this one because I think there's a lot of guys that don't know playoffs on the Caps, but then at the same time, their top guys are very playoff seasoned. And then you look on the Hurricanes, I feel like across the board, they are pretty experienced now with even their younger guys. So we'll see. And the Hurricanes, I think Rod Brindamore, I was talking to Sobalski about this, is like, I don't know how many years in a row, but I think it's like 6 or 7 years in a row the Hurricanes and Rod have won at least a round in the playoffs. So if someone can fact check that in the chat, I think it's 7, but I could be wrong. But yeah, like again, 1 round is 1 round, but if you're winning that many in a row, you're bound to like break through at some point. I'd say a lot better of a track record than the Leafs. Nair Joe, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Spencer says Anthems just ended puck drop. Coming up. There you go. You're saying Ovi or Slavin scores. Yeah, you beat me to it. I was just about to say. We can get a poll going into the chat, but give me a 1 if you guys think the Hurricanes are going to close it out. 2 for the Caps, and then get your goal score predictions in the chat. I'm going to go... I'll go Jarvis. I just talked about him. I'll go Jarvis for Carolina. For Washington, I want to say, is McMichael still on the same line? If McMichael's still on that Dubois-Tom Wilson line, I think McMichael could. A sneaky guy that's always clutch in the playoffs, even though I criticized the cost to get him, is Viveiros. I feel like Viveiros scored some big goals in the playoffs. So that would be my hot take, but I'll go Connor McMichael. I think the Dubois-Wilson-McMichael line could be good in the overtime. I like it. All right, Canes or Caps? I'll get the poll going. We got 100 people in here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Carsey said I got Vegas money line and Warriors money line. I could see that hitting. Kyle's got Wilson. Loki, Kotkaniemi, that'd be a shout. KK scoring, that'd be crazy. Yeah, so it looks like Oilers Golden Knights is starting now. So yeah, ESPN's like previewing the Oilers Golden Knights game, but they got a countdown going, so there's less than 10 minutes to overtime for Hurricanes Caps. That's not too bad. And then yeah, I'm hoping just give me a first overtime goal. I'm down for that. But yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Again, I know it was very last minute. We weren't even able to join up like early third period. But I saw it was still 1-0 Caps, and I was like, this could be kind of a boring ending of the game. But then Hurricanes tied, and I was like, all right, I'll stream. But yeah, it's going to be kind of chaos back and forth, figuring out what days I'm going to be streaming. But next week I'll get some good ones in. We'll do some Leaf streams as well. And then we'll go from there. Bruins fan. I work in like broadcast and like sports broadcast. This is like probably the easiest way to say it. Dan says don't care. Caps beat my Habs. Fair enough, Dan. Kyle says I hope we get a different cup final this year. It's still possible we get Florida Edmonton like last season, but I hope it's not the same thing. Yeah, I mean it's definitely very possible. I think that's the favored final right now, actually. Unless I'm forgetting. Maybe Carolina was up there too, but yeah, it's crazy because the Leafs and Caps are the first, like, are the top team in each division, and they're still not favored to win, which is crazy. Or like not like top 3 or top 4. I think the Caps are actually below the Leafs. Let's see what the updated odds are. So yeah, it's actually crazy how much the Caps are being disrespected. Like, I switched my pick to the Hurricanes just based on how they're playing. And obviously you look at how the game's gone tonight, like the Hurricanes have been the team that's put way more shots on net, way more chances, but you guys just see here. So it's Dallas. So it is Dallas and Carolina ahead of Florida and Edmonton, sorry. So Dallas, Carolina is the favored final right now. Then it's Carolina, Edmonton. Or sorry, then it's Dallas, Florida, then Carolina, Edmonton, then Florida, Edmonton. But Vegas, Toronto, then Winnipeg and Washington. If anything, like 3 of the top 4 division winners, along with the President's Trophy, is being disrespected like this. I think it's kind of crazy. Like, I get it. Like, the top 4 teams there have a lot more playoff experience, but the Golden Knights do. And they're kind of, I mean, hey, they probably know something. Dallas is getting Heiskanen back and Jason Robertson. I could totally see them going all the way. I think the one thing that we sometimes want to forget or just want to ignore is, like, McDavid and Draisaitl could carry, like, a bag of pucks all the way to the Stanley Cup final. Like, those guys are just ridiculous. Like, Dallas has no one near those guys. As great as Dallas is, I'm just saying that Dallas and Carolina have no one near Connor and Leon. So those guys can drag the Oilers all the way. There's no doubt in my mind. But it obviously comes down to goaltending being one of the factors. Like if Dallas and Edmonton play in a conference final and Stuart Skinner's buns, and then same thing with Pickard. Like if Pickard plays and he's like average and Ottinger goes off for Dallas, then it's probably maybe not a quick series, but it's definitely going to be a dub for Dallas. Andrew, a lot of people are talking about like it being rigged. I don't think the draft lottery is rigged, but pretty nuts. Yeah, like a 3.5% chance for the Islanders, and they jump that much is crazy. Ian says, yo, what's up, John? How fired up are you when Mo scored? Oh, Ian, I had that big flag going because like when I'm working game day at the Leafs, I do different roles, and like I hadn't done flag in a long time. And it's one of the more chill roles there where you get to like watch a bunch of the game, you get to be with the fans, things like that. So I was literally sitting like 5 rows up from the ice, and I had that big flag. And when Mo scored, I was just jumping up and down, going nuts. And I was like, oh, shit, got to wave this flag. And I was just going nuts with the flag. Like, it was pretty hype. Not going to lie. And that was also a key point of the game. Like, again, I'm always pumping up Morgan. But, like, it can't be ignored that, like, when the Panthers scored that goal to make it 2-1, it could have went sideways for the Leafs really quickly. And the fact that Nylander, like, got it to Riley. Riley makes that play. Like, it's a pretty quick turnaround. So, I don't know how like little time was between that Panthers goal and the Leafs' third goal, but there wasn't much time. Like it fired up the crowd quite a bit, or else momentum would have flipped maybe. Oh, Ian, man, it's the best. Like, yeah, I never thought I'd be in a situation like that, to be honest. Like, it's not like it's a high paid gig or anything, but it's the fact that you're in there, you know. Am I sick? No, I'm not sick. Sorry, am I talking like quiet or talking in a weird way? No, honestly, I'm just exhausted. Like I got home from work today, guys, and I just passed out. I was so tired. So that's probably what you're hearing. Did Vegas score already? Come on. On my ESPN broadcast, it's on commercial break. Yeah, Vegas just scored. Holy shit! Did the Oilers take a 4-minute double minor? What a disastrous start for the Oilers. Yeah, they did. So the Golden Knights just scored. William Karlsson on the power play. So they have 2:23 left on that power play. That's insane. Manu, what's going on? The future of the Habs? I think they have a bright future. I mean, they just showed that they made the playoffs ahead of schedule in my eyes. Well, I don't know if ahead of schedule is the right wording, but they didn't, like, I didn't have them in playoffs this year. Let's just put it that way. Nugent Hopkins high stick. Damn. Well, I know a lot of people are flipping to that Edmonton-Vegas game because I guess they see it as more exciting, which I don't disagree. Like, I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm not going to stream for it, but yeah, I wanted to keep an eye on this game to see if it was close, and then when I saw that it was going to overtime potentially, I'm like, oh, I gotta go live. Or even if it was like just a crazy end to the game, I was down just to go live with you guys for half an hour and just shoot the shit. But yo, Porter says, what's up, John? My cousin is Trent Frederick. Actually, that's hilarious. How far out on the family are we talking? Like, how far out on the family tree? Logan, what's up? Oh yeah, playoff OT game blended. It's gonna be electric. And that's what I actually said in my, I said in my video that I thought this game could, or this series could be sneaky. And then at the same time, I remember the Carolina-Washington series, fresh off the Caps winning the Cup. And I think there was like 3 overtimes in that one. And then I think it was the Hurricanes that upset them in 7, I think. So Ian, I'll just say now, because I mean, people are going to realize, but I might be on a little beach or something, streaming. No, we'll see. I don't know. You took Carolina in 5? Whoa, Blended. That's crazy. So, Blended, you are with the sports books. You're disrespecting the Caps, eh? Damn. All right, we're back here for overtime, it looks like. I'll show you guys the Golden Knights goal here. Quick time. From the point deflected in. So it's 1-0. I don't even know if you guys saw that, but let's just focus on the Caps Hurricanes game here. All right. Let's go. Let's go. All right, last predictions in the chat for Carolina, Washington. Maybe another OVOT winner? What do we think? What do we think? Yeah, we'll see. I think Carolina is in a situation right now where they've had the momentum, as Ray's saying, they tied it. I think there's a good chance that they win this, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm looking at my stream history, guys, and I had that Game 7 stream of Capitals Hurricanes. It's actually electric. That's a good memory. That's probably one of my more successful streams earlier on in the channel. Like, that was 1 year in. I think that gained, like, I don't know how many, but definitely a lot. All right, we're underway for overtime. Sorry, I was just putting this in here. All right, here we go. Hey, what's up, Prophet? Thanks for being here. We got 130 people in here. Let's go. All right, that's a better way. Now I have the screen here and I have the chat to the right, so I'll be able to read your guys' comments. My Knives call Game 5 OT last year was the best stream. Oh, man, that was awesome. Especially with the Leafs facing elimination down 3-1, and I'm like, people are asking me who I think's going to score. That edit went hard, actually. Actually, a lot of people watched that on TikTok. It was like, John, who do you think's going to score? He's been beating around the net. I think Matthew Knives. Nice scores! That was pretty hype. Man, why is the stream lagging? Guys, I literally have no problems with my streams ever. And then, of course, overtime. F's in the chat. That's crazy. Can't even access the stream. Come on, please work. Okay, good. We're back. We're back. Okay, I need to stop talking. I keep jinxing it. Let's go, Nice. Come on, boys. Tavares. Yeah. Yeah, blended. That's crazy. You remember that. That is exactly how I said it. Bro, this is actually messed up. I'm literally going to miss the game-winning goal. Here we go. Oh my god, I need to stop saying here we go, and then it freezes. Fuck. Hey, Christopher, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. Man, this is trash. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix the stream. It's pretty shit that this is happening. Fuck. Your Blues are out. You'll cheer for anyone but the Stars. Fair. No, I know, Ian. I uploaded my video. I don't know if you watched it. Oh, you saw your you did see my rant. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I ain't like, you know what? You know what's so funny? Like, I get criticized a lot for like making comments on things, but it's like I'm not gonna cry about it. I know other people would. It's a shitty situation. I don't think anyone can deny that. Let's see if this works this time. Anyways, we'll see if I missed the goal. Let me know if I missed the goal, guys. But once I get the stream back up, then I'll be able to do commentary again, I guess. LC's the Blues out, so Leafs it is. There you go. Let's go. All right, I do got the game up here, so let's do it based on this here. Oh my God, Carolina scored the winner as I had it. Was it Slavin? Carolina just won it, guys. I literally just saw the goal. Right when I get the stream going back on, Canes win it 2-1. That's nuts. It was Slavin. Who had Slavin? I know some people had Slavin. We're gonna watch this here. Hit that subscribe. Let's go. Smash that like. At least we got to watch it. Crazy. Oh my goodness. A bouncer. Look where the puck went through. Oh my goodness. Slavin in the clutch. Patrick said Slavin. There you go. GG's in the chat. There you go.
Jacob Slavin's first career playoff overtime goal in his 77th career playoff game. It's his 9th playoff goal.
But yeah, guys, I'm probably going to do a couple minutes of Q&A here, and then I'll hop off. I want to keep it a short stream tonight. I got to get my rest if I want to survive the rest of the week. Got a couple flights to hop on as well, so... Jimmy says the only thing I care about is that the Leafs are never allowed to win the cup. It would run half the playoffs in the future if the meme dies. It would ruin half the playoffs. I mean, Jimmy, then I'll look out for you, man. When the Leafs are hoisting the cup this year, I'll look out for you, eh? McDiesel says Caps line up for handshake line. Yep. Yeah, quickie OT. There you go. Prophet says, sorry, I don't know if you all... Wait, what? No, Prophet, I'm mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not going to cry about it because it's like, I would just, you know what I would love more than Ryan Reeves going on the ice and trying to just like crack some skulls or just like whatever we can do to get mad or just the Leafs to respond in like a altercation way. Why don't you just sweep their ass, you know? Like, why don't you just beat them in 4 or 5 and just call it a day? And then just, that's your big FU, you know? That's what I think. I think that would be the biggest FU to the Panthers is just, hey, just win in 4 or 5. Call it a day. What do you guys think? I think that's a good FU. 2-0 Vegas. Wow. Edmonton is having a disaster class start. Rock says the winner of the Leafs Panthers will go to the Cup final. I mean, Rock, I feel that as a possibility. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie. I was high on the Caps, but what I saw in a couple of games against Montreal there at the end, sure, they were in control, but I don't know. I think Carolina did enough to change my mind. So, yeah, Rock, I'll be in the building for Leafs-Panthers Game 2 tomorrow. I do remember that, Heather, when they fought. Yeah, Canes win 2-1. Yeah, thank you to whoever just hit that subscribe button. Appreciate it. Andrew, you saw me on your TV last night? People were actually messaging me saying I was on the ESPN broadcast, which wouldn't be surprising because I saw my buddy sent me a picture of me on his stream, but like it was from far out. But like realizing that the ESPN broadcast more than the Sportsnet broadcast probably zones in on the Panthers more, and I was behind the Panthers bench. So I totally could see that scenario. I was just surprised that no one got me like closer up on the broadcast, but maybe I never was, and they just said I was. But yeah, there was a shot where like you could see me from far. Well, yeah, Prophet. I guess the argument would be, okay, if the boys can play more minutes, and when I mean the boys, like the top 9, like the chunk of the core, if they can, then you just sit like McMahon or Holmberg for a game and play Reeves for 5 minutes. But like, you'd have to do it next game. You can't do it when you're in Florida because Florida gets last change, and the worst thing that could possibly happen is you have Reeves on the ice with like Barkov and Reinhardt on the other side. So, I mean, I do think that it would be a chaotic line if you had Lorentz and Lawton with Reeves for a couple shifts. Like, those guys would F shit up for sure. So, I'd be down for 2 or 3 shifts of that. But you're basically telling Reeves to dress just to play a couple minutes. Yeah, Eric, the Caps did not look good from what I saw, for sure. Carolina looked like the more complete team, for sure. Jada, what's going on? But that's why I changed to Carolina, and I'm not saying that the Carolina Hurricanes have this series locked down, but I'm just saying that the way Carolina played tonight, plus Frederik Andersen and how well he's been in the playoffs, it's just like that's kind of the double reason for me. They give me merch. I don't have it with me here, Ian, but it's like I thought you were in here, Ian, when I showed it off. They got me like this really well. It's the whole crew that gets it. It's like a reversible jacket. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Brandon, that's my take. If Frederik Andersen can stay healthy, I think not only can he win this series, but he would scare me for a revenge series against the Leafs next round. Yeah, Brandon, that's a good take. Sorry, I'm reading your comment from before. But Brandon, I think all defensemen should be judged on their defense, sure, but I don't necessarily agree with that because just like forwards, some forwards are strictly defensive and have no offense to their game. It doesn't mean that they're not valuable to the team. Everyone plays their role. Like, I'll put it this way. Like, there's certain guys, like, I'm pulling out random names out of my behind here, but if you guys know Riley Nash was always a third or fourth liner, but he was great defensively. Another example would be, and again, it's a bad example because he's being scratched right now for probably the same reason I'm talking about, but like David Kampf is strictly just really good defensively. Not going to bring you much offense. I was trying to think of a better example than that. Maybe, I mean, Luke Glendening brings some offense, but he is good defensively. That's probably another name I was thinking about. Oh, gotcha, Ian. All good. Yeah, so we usually wear like one of the 2 looks every game. Napoleon says, go Canes. There you go. Hit that subscribe button for you new guys. I'll try to go live for more Canes Capitals games. I should be live for like as the series goes on, so maybe not game 2 on Thursday. Definitely not, but I will be live probably for game like 4. I think that's Wednesday night, right? Next week? I believe so. Or no, it's Monday. So no, game 5, sorry. Game 5, I'll be live for Caps Hurricanes if it gets there. Unless the Canes sweep, which I don't know if chat thinks that's going to happen, but for game 5, I'll likely be live Caps Hurricanes. Or Canes, yeah, Caps Hurricanes. I said it right the first time. That's how you know I'm exhausted. But I don't know. If you guys watched my videos from last night, put your hand up in the chat. I was as tired as I possibly could have been. Prophet, he could. It depends on how McMahon and Holmberg play the rest of the way. But, yeah, last night was bad, man. I don't even know why I recorded those videos. I probably look like a dumbass. but it's all good. I had to get those videos out, in my opinion. Especially the post-lottery. If I didn't get it out last night, it wasn't getting out today, so. What's up, Matt? Is it 2-0 Vegas still? All right. 2 more minutes on the stream, guys. We're 4 likes away. I can't count. We're 4 likes away from 50. I thought it was 3, and then I put up 4 because I'm seeing 4 on my screen. 4 likes away. Let's see it. I know, J-Dub. Like, such a disaster, J-Dub. I'm sorry. Such a disaster. I literally, the stream shut down on me. Like, it's actually bullshit. And then I literally pull up the phone. And I didn't even wrap my brain around commentary yet. I see it, I'm like, oh my god, the Hurricanes just scored. Like, that was my reaction if you went back. So, I'm sorry. I mean, here's the thing. We didn't even have a build-up for the overtime, right? So, this is one of those rare HTH streams, guys, where I'm not, like, going crazy. But at the same time, it's like, I fell asleep at, like, 6 p.m. today. So, it's one of those wacky schedules. Prophet says, nah, but low-key I'll be devastated if the Leafs advance to the finals at home. Since you're in the building, we can't see the reaction. But Prophet, I'll be live for the away games. And how about this, Prophet? If they get to the final, maybe I'll, like, buy my brother. I'll buy my brother a ticket or get someone to record some reactions. Maybe I'll get one of those, like, Ring cameras. Like those little, like what on the stick, little ring light cameras. We'll figure it out. All right, Srinath, have a good night. I'm about to head out. So if you guys have any last questions, let me know. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Appreciate it. And I know there's some people in here that joined at the end are either a Hurricanes fan or Capitals fan. If you're a new fan, hope you hit up the stream. Cam, thanks, man. Have a good night. Carzy. Yeah, I mean, Ian, the vibes are going to be crazy if they pass this round, right? Like, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of doing a bunch of different things, right? Mike, what's up? Yeah, saw it. Remember he got bought out, then he signed with Vegas. But, yeah, I know, like, I could be just doing YouTube, and, like, I know if I was consistent streaming every day, posting videos, like, I know it would grow, it would do well. And, like, I still see that vision, but at the same time, like, a lot of the stuff I'm doing is also, like, pretty cool and networking and all that. So, I don't know. I like everything kind of going on. It's probably too much sometimes, but Sam Bennett, enemy number 1. I mean, he's probably up there right now. Actually, I'll tell you that, guys, this. I mean, I'm not allowed to, like, take pictures or, like, you guys could think I'm baiting, but guys, before the game, so just to give you guys the story time here. So I work game day at the Leafs, and I probably should give you guys more of these story times because they're kind of interesting. I think people would get good laughs out of them. This one's a little bit more tame, but it's just like it could have been riled up. So before the game, I get there about like 2 hours before sometimes, depending what kind of game. Playoffs have been getting there like 2 hours before. And I'm going through like the staff hallway into like the hallway where a lot of the away players hang out or work out or go to their locker room. So anyways, long story short, I go through that hallway that extends basically into that. And guess who the 2 players I run into? Take your wildest guesses. I promise, don't overthink it. Oh, $12,000 or more if they make it to the finals? Yeah, no, I know, Ian. I'll have to drop like 10 G's minimum. What's up, Alex? Thanks for being here. You guys are close. You got one right. Ian's got it. It's Brad and Bennett. Sam Bennett. I turned the corner. I saw Sam Bennett. I just stared at him. I don't think I'm allowed to say anything, but I just stared at him. I was probably like, I don't know, 5 feet away from the guy, and I was just staring at him. Then Brad Marchand comes around the corner. I had like a little giggle and I walked away. But like the Leafs alumni guys and like anyone on the Leafs, I hype up. Like to me, that's where it's like, 'cause it's a positive vibe and like I work for the team. So like for example, I've run into Joseph Wool a couple times, and I'm like, let's go, Joe Wool. And then yeah, like yesterday I got a good props from Daryl Sittler after the game. Saw Ty Domi, gave Ty a shout. I was like, let's go, Ty, let's go. So I just, got to fire these guys up. But yeah, the away players, I don't say anything. I just don't want to get in trouble. I feel like I've been, like, our team's been told, like, and that's common sense. I mean, you don't even need to be told. That's common sense. You want to screw your gig up? Do something like that. Leafs Forever. I work game day. What's up, Leafs Forever? Yeah, I mean, I was just talking about, like, a bunch of stuff going on, but yeah, like things like that were kind of funny. Like when I saw Sam Bennett when I came around the corner, I was like, and I didn't even know what he was, the bullshit he was going to pull in that game. But when I saw him, I was like trying to like talk shit. Yeah, Bacon, we're told no pictures, no nothing like that. Yeah. Because those guys are behind the scenes, right? Like that's their privacy, right? So that's a big no-no. Like even like there's been a couple times where I've hopped in the elevator and one of the players or like management are in there. Like, and I was with a couple of my crew members, but I swear the longest elevator ride I ever had was like all 6 floors basically. And we were in there the whole time with Brendan Shanahan. And right when he entered the elevator, I was like, hello, Brendan. Just like a casual, hello, Brendan. And then we literally go all the way up because like we were going to the top. He was going to the top where he like is during the games. So yeah, Bacon. It's kind of crazy seeing some of these guys behind the scenes. Yeah, it's like a season contract for the most part, but yeah, we'll see. I want to like I'd love to keep doing stuff with the Leafs. It's so much fun. But yeah, like everything is a trade-off, guys, in life. That's like something I've learned so much. It's like everything's a trade-off. So like for example, me working at the Leafs, it's unreal. Like I'm in there, I'm not paying to be in there, and it's not like a big paid thing, but I'm getting paid to be there, but I'm also having a great time. But at the same time that I'm not streaming for those games, right? It's also just like a genuine thing for me because like when Morgan Rielly scores last night and I'm right there 5 rows up just waving this big flag, like I am going genuinely nuts, losing my mind with these fans. So no, Dennis, I wasn't. Dwayne, I'm in Canada, yeah, but I travel to the US a lot. I'm also just a hockey guy through and through, so I cover the whole sport. Leafs Forever. I do like anything for like during the game. So it could be like production, Jumbotron hits, like live hits, hype stuff with the hosts. It could be fan giveaways. It could be alumni stuff. It could be for the sake of the playoffs. It could be stuff in the Leafs. So like literally a subscriber messaged me earlier. He's like, bro, I might, like, he was just basically saying, like, bro, I might be tripping, but was that you on the tailgate stage yesterday? And I was like, yeah, that was me. So, like, even stuff like that, I was on the tailgate stage with our hosts and a couple of our crew, or a few of our crew guys, and we were just, like, we were hyping up the crowd. And it was so funny because they had, like, a bunch of those, like, cutout faces of Leaf players, and guess which player, I mean, I'll just say it, but I think it's hilarious. Just for the memes, I grabbed Mitchie Marner, so I'm literally going around the arena, I'm like, Daddy Mitch, let's go. So I was bantering a bit, but I was going, Mitchie Marner, Daddy Mitch. I literally could have grabbed any of the heads. Like, there was like a Matthews one, a Stolars one, a Domi one. Yeah, Profit. Then I get Chance going. They like place me in some areas sometimes or in a seat. And like sometimes I do like chants or whatever. Bitchy murder. There you go, Ian. I entertain the crowd. I just said there's a lot more to than that, at least forever. But sure, that's a big part of it. And then why you behind the scenes with management? Like, what do you mean management? Like Shanahan, Trey Living, some of these guys, because everyone's behind the scenes. I don't know what to tell you. It's like if you work for any organization, you might run into the CEO a couple times. If you work in a business, if you work for a law firm, you're gonna run into the owners of the firm once in a while. Like, it's things like that. Profit. I don't really do that, but I'd be down to. That'd be hype. Oh yeah, Kyle. I'd probably jump through the camera for sure. Hey, Universal Habs. Yeah, good on some of your guys. Like Suzuki, I'm a huge fan of Suzuki. Hey, Cade, let's go. Let's go. The big update. Corey Perry, per sources, Cade Forcier, Condo Corporation, 2-1 Golden Knights. Let's go. Perry from McDavid and Draisaitl. Thank you, Alex. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, Kevin. I don't get free tickets to every game. I am working. But yeah, I'm there for games. Ian says, have to head out, John. Have a great night. Enjoy game 2. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to head out. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you do. Free to do so. But yeah, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe and like, so I'm always appreciative of that support. So have a great night. I'll be back for some more lives coming up. I'm hoping to be live for Game 3, Leafs, Panthers. Game 2, like I just said, I'll be there tomorrow at the game. So Game 3, Friday, I hope I'll be able to stream. All right, guys. Have a great one. Talk soon. Reach out anytime. Check out socials.